I'm Brian Jackson, joined here with Stefan Jiggets and Darian Anderson from the Knights men's basketball team. The team just got through with their open practice in front of the group of family, friends, and alumni, the first open practice of the season. So just walk me through the day for you guys. Obviously, we had the new unveiling of the FDU basketball suite for the alumni suite. A lot of our alumni and former players came back to kind of honor us for that. Stefan, as a junior for you, what was the day like?
Well, of course, we had the ribbon ceremony. It was good with all the alumni. Then right after that, we came down, had a good practice in front of our fans. It's a lot more people came this year than last year, of course. So.
Yeah, we had a great turnout. So, Darren, you've both been practicing, obviously, in empty gyms. Well, how much nicer is it to have a little bit of crowd noise in the background as you're practicing, as opposed to just coach's whistle echoing inside the Stratis Arena here?
It's a good feeling of support. You know, we work every day hard, so it's nice that people can see how hard we work every day.
And then obviously the season's coming up here a couple weeks out. I'm sure you're both very eager to get underway and get the real games going. Coming into last season, we didn't have as many expectations as a team. You were projected to finish towards the bottom of the standings, and now obviously winning the NEC championship last year. How does that change for you and your mindset going in now?
We know that coming into the season, we had a bullseye on the back, being as though we just won the conference. So we know we had to work twice as hard and then bring it every night, every game. So.
And Darian, from your standpoint, obviously you led the team in scoring last year. Obviously, teams are going to be looking for you more now as the focal point, and let's make sure we stop Darian when we play the Knights. How does that affect your game going in?
I don't think it really affects me much because we all work together, and we know it's harder to repeat as opposed to just winning a championship. So if we just keep working hard, working together, I think we'll be fine.
Thanks, guys. Well, now joined here by head coach Greg Herenda. Coach, just walk me through the day, obviously all the emotions, having the alumni here and unveiling the suite and everything.
David Langford asked me if I should be the leader of a three-ring circus, and that's how I feel today. But it was a tremendous circus and a tremendous day. Just all of our alums that came back and participated in revitalizing our offices. From myself and Coach Sinella, it was we cut the ribbon this morning. And it was just, it was kind of surreal because when I first got here, that was one of the things we needed to change. And within 3 years, that changed. And then we kind of went from the offices right onto the floor. And we had more people here today than we've had at some games when I first got here. So the interest is growing. To see our players compete in front of referees and in front of alums and family and friends. It was just a tremendous day, and this is this is the third year we've done this Burgundy and Blue, so it's catching on. But I just love the synergy between our alums and our players and our staff, and it's really coming full circle. And I'm just very appreciative to be the head coach at this university with these fine alumni.
Yeah, talk a little bit about that. Obviously, all your practices now have been in the empty gyms and just your whistle echoing off the walls here in the Stratis Arena. And now you have a little bit of a crowd, some reaction there. How does that change the dynamic?
It changes it, but we generally have people at every practice, though. Usually, we've had from NBA scouts to recruits to coaches to alums. We always have 5, 6 to 10 people at every practice. But today, you're right, it just makes a jump, and it gets you a little bit closer towards winning and losing basketball games. Anytime you see a referee walk into a gym, it's getting close. So I'm just really happy. It's the end of October. We're banged up. We got to get people healthy, but it's better to be hurt in October than it is to be hurt in February and January and March. So, but I'm really excited. I love the program. I love our players and how hard they worked, and it was just a good celebration today of our university.
Definitely. I mean, you could see it in a lot of the alumni faces coming back here. What type of messages have they been giving to the players, the current players, from the older players? What's been the general consensus and what they've tried to impart on the current roster?
Win. No, they want us to win. That's part of it. But they just love the camaraderie. We have great kids. So when they talk about everything. They just they know our players, and our players know them, and there's a common respect because I tell our players all the time, that's you. You might not think you're ever going to be there, but we had Elijah Allen. He was here today. Mensa Peterson, Sean Baptiste. We had a lot of young alums as well, which we're trying to cultivate. But I just think it's important for the whole bridge to be, to be gap, man. For these guys to understand, I'm here to go to school, to get a great education, and then when I leave, to come back and give and be a part of it. And that's what today really illustrated. And it was a great day for the Knights.
Great. Thanks, Coach. For more information regarding the FDU men's basketball team, head to fdunites.com.